Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot. How are my wonderful Virgos doing today? How are you guys doing today? What's happening? What's been going on in your life? Let's get on our realm and see what's happening. So, here we are in November already, beginning of November. Can you imagine? Ooh, that card jumped out. See what that one is. Leave that one there. You've been practicing your breathing. Feel a little tension in here. Inhale, exhale twice. Come on. You can do it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Shake it off. Yes, shake it off. Cancers, Virgos, Capricorns, Geminis, all these different signs you get characteristics of, and you wound them all up into one. Virgo, first of all, you already know that you have spiritual gifts. Nobody had to tell you that. You just know that. There's certain things you bring to the life of others, and I'm telling you, people love and respect you for it. And you don't try to be cocky or better than anybody else. You just hold on to a lot of information. And most of the time, you're willing to share to help others grow. Sometimes you become selfish with your information. You always want to stay one notch atop. I see that what's been happening is that you continue to learn, which is the key to success. Knowledge is the key to success. When you know, you know. Look at that card. The card of wisdom. Wisdom. That's a big deal in itself. Then you have you are completely on a different realm. Wow. You're looking at everything. It's like if something is off somewhat. You know, we know that retrograde plays a part in a lot of it, as well as your manifestation. You praying through with intent, figuring out what it is that you want, and finding out that doors are not locked. They're open for you once you seek out what it is you're wanting to get out of life. You have to proceed with intent. You have to make up your mind that you can be part of who dictates your future. You can put things, position it, because you have that power. But sometimes you slack up. And I'm seeing you aiming for that energy, that positive attitude, and starting to realize that you need to breathe that destination into yourself. Inhale, exhale. Think differently. Be refreshed. Don't allow people that are trying to throw you off or distract you into where you take a wrong turn. And people have been known to do that to you. You know that. Look at it. It's for change and transition. You're placing yourself on a level of where you know what you want and you're going after it. And you're not making any promises to anyone. You're structuring your life according to what it is you're aiming for. A lot of times you let it go, or you go with the flow and you get mad at yourself. Well, I should have did this, I should have did that. Whereas you can control that. You don't need to link on to anyone else for you to be great. You can do that all by yourself because you have those spiritual gifts. You see things a lot of times that other people may not see when they think about certain things. You can flip a situation, circumstance, where you come out on top. There will be some envy there. You can't control it because you go after what you want. You're not just a talker. You're a doer, and you do it a lot of times in silence. You don't have to share every piece of what you're doing with everybody, because you have realized along the way that there's some haters, and you just got to block them. There's some people that don't want to see you succeed. And then you also are learning to change. Before you had your mind set on things a certain way, now you're willing to explore and learn from other people, because you realize you get farther. Everybody doesn't have all the answers, but sometimes the little extra help that you may need, somebody else has that information. They have that piece of the puzzle to help you complete it. But you still tune into yourself a lot. And one of the good traits that you do carry is you're a good listener. You hear the crap people say, even if you don't say anything about it. You hear it. You're not deaf. You recognize it. Didn't I just say this? Come on now. Look at that. Inner power. You are starting to recognize who you are. That is the best blessing in this world. That is something that we pray to our source to help us to define and declare and understand with intentional moves, with intentional ideas, figuring out a way forward without staying stuck. That's what it's about. We're all supposed to learn something new each and every day. That's how we continue to grow. And when you feel you have all the answers, you don't get far, because you don't know everything you think you know. And you can't always go with one point of view. You have to listen to both sides to figure out which one makes more sense, which one gives you more clarity, and which one you're more comfortable with. We have to continuously grow and learn, and that's what you're doing. You're going through that process right now. People may not get you. But you watch people. You watch who's for you and who's against you. You're aware. And just because you don't say anything, people can't make the assumption that you don't know what's going on. You know. But in the words of my mom, she always used to say, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. So you can multitask and not bring the two together. Let it be separate entities. So that's the same way in growth. Every day you're supposed to learn something new. And a big thing is learning to collaborate with others if needed. That's where negotiations come in. You know, okay, you like this way because of this. I don't understand that. I don't like it that way. So how can we compromise and come together? So now you work where you're looking at things from both sides, because you now know which is the best one for you. This one works like this, even when you twist it or turn it. This one works like this. Whatever you do to it, which one am I more comfortable with, which I could see myself succeeding through? And that's what it's about. People can give you information to help you make a decision, which I think that you need to do what you're doing now, which before you were letting that solely be on them and just going with the flow. You still go with the flow on your own level, at your own pace, but now you're letting it go with you where you have knowledge from experience. I tried it this way and this is what happened. I tried it that way and that's what's happened. That's about trial and error. You know what trial and error does? It's growth. You have growth opportunities coming to you, and you have to look at it at the vantage point. Not everything is going to work in your favor, but if you never try, you'll never learn, and then if you don't learn, you don't grow, right? So be open. Let that wisdom continue to pour in, so that you can be the best of the best. Do your best. Learn from the best. Understand different points of view, not just one way. None of us were made one way. That's where there's trial and error. If we were all doing the same thing, like robots and everything, how much learning are you going to do unless it's programmed into you? We want to learn from our experiences, and there's a message in everything that we do. You learn people to work with, you learn with people and how you could proceed forward, because no matter what part of life, unless you're a hermit, you got to be around other people. There's going to be a point where you got to sit down at the table with other people to negotiate deals for your best interests. Whether you're a boss, an employee, a mentor, no matter what position you hold, the knowledge is the key. And here you have the wisdom card. So it's already letting you know. It's telling you straight up. You in that process of learning. And even if you don't always agree with another aspect or point of view, you have to be receptive to receiving that information. You can't just shut it down and say, oh, no, I don't do it that way. No, because a boss will continue to learn. A boss will look at different perspectives, not just one, and pick the best that makes him feel comfortable going that way. Because you don't want to pick something and you don't feel, comfortable with it. But do know that we do learn from being uncomfortable as well. So you have to learn to negotiate. You have to learn to come to, quench the thirst of not having the information that you need, but still coming in with your own customization for the continuous growth of everybody. We want to learn and we want to grow. You don't want to be stuck. I'm always doing it this way. I know there's some people that they have a routine and that's how they do it. That's all they know. You don't want to grow like that where that's all you know. You want to expand because there's new technology, there's new ways of doing things, there's different perspectives. And when you continue to learn about other people and other things, other processes, you're able to keep up. You want to keep up and bypass it maybe, but you have to have an open mind and be willing to negotiate, and love the person that you are. Respect yourself. It's saying to honor who you are, honor self, honor your beauty. I'm great at this. I'm great at that. I look great this way. I look great that way. Know thyself. Know thyself. Learn about who you are, what you like, what you don't like. And take all the information in. When people are sharing information from different lenses, different perspectives with you, that's how you grow. You try different things. When you try different things, you know what you like and what you don't like. Oh, you could say, you're worldly, right? I've tried this. Oh, that's from the islands. That's from this. That's from that. But no, I only eat this. And you never expand your mind into learning other avenues, other cultures. And growth is so important because it keeps you on top of things. And that's where you want to be with that intent. So, Virgo, it's time for you to come into yourself, come into who you are, accept that change, that transition, be better. Because you know what Garnet Queen Tarot says, right? We are inspired to rise. What does that mean to you? Inspired to rise. You feel self-confident that you're willing to go to the next chapter, the next level in your life and learn new things. I see you going far because look at it like this. The card for change and transition came up, right? You're standing out, looking out to the world because you're looking for more opportunities, more possibilities in your life. You're not settling for the status quo. You want more. It's like the chakras and the solar system is being held in your hand with endless possibilities. And they're all aligning. Everything is aligning in your favor because they see your intent. They see that you want to keep forging forward. You envision that growth and you recognize your attributes and how it could continue to contribute with your experiences. Because when you go through things, you're supposed to learn things, right? You've been through some things. You ended friendships, in-house fighting with family. You just learn from everything. What you want to share, people have maybe let you down. I know there's some pain and hurt there. That's why you're healing. And because of what was done, you made up your mind that you was making a solid foundation for yourself where you wouldn't have to rely on other people to assist you because you got your stuff together. And that's what you do. That's why wisdom is at the top and letting you know about change and transition. What has changed to you is doing something different from what you used to do. Okay? So you're learning, you're throwing out the old process, you're gaining ground with the new process, and you're growing and you're learning and you're transitioning. Period. So transition doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could be looked in a positive way as an opportunity to learn something new, for you to be able to water the grass and grow. And this is the path that you're on right now. So you've shut yourself somewhat off from other people because you want to be dictating your future. You don't want too much input from other people. You want to take all that you absorbed as a sponge and now make it work for you. Learning is part of the journey. Continue to learn, continue to see your path forward, and don't allow other people to infringe on your new path. Except, like a sponge, you learn from other people, but you get to pick and choose what you take and apply. Okay? Consider it a treasure chest, and you can't take everything with you, but the ones that's going to help you the most is what you take out of that treasure chest, so you can grow. Because you can see yourself applying those messages, those solutions that you learn, to customize it to where you want to go and how you want to get there. And here are the tools to help you. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we're inspired to rise and be our best selves. Don't let anyone tear you down, make you feel less than. Just stay focused, clear the blockage, and rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Virgos, for your love and support. Take care. Talk soon.